Hello, and welcome along to episode 8 of Marked for Deletion. Today's episode is entitled Archives. Who can dig deep into the archives of their brain and give us a recap on last session? I believe that Rico is excluded, so I will offer it to one of you three. Perhaps Mikayla. Are you feeling...
Fine, if you're going to put me on the spot,
I am. You're the one who's got the notes.
Very well.
What do we do next?
Okay. Where did we start? I think we were leaving. Question, isn't it? Just tell me where we started.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were leaving the collusion to go do this mission.
And we decided to talk to Eliana.
Okay. So basically...
to get some
intel?
You went to the library in the first half of the session.
Went to the medical, the library.
Oh, we went to the library.
Yeah. Oh, that's where I went first. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So
you were just heading out that day to the library. That's where you started.
Yes, we had collected all our friends because we had missions to do the next day, but Aisha was busy, so on this day we decided to go to the library. Where we were, some of us were bullied by a librarian. We got the information, and gosh, who got a library card? I think it was everyone except Del.
Yeah, Peter Johnson and John Peterson.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So we were able to get that information out and looked up a few other things, including, like, I believe Simon, who there was nothing about.
I believe that's the only thing out of the ordinary that you looked up, although you did also get books on coffee for Eliana and books on medicine for Bex.
Yes. Eliana loves to grow some coffee. Or actually, she likes to drink coffee and is going to start growing it because the coffee here is so bad. She can't take it anymore. So, by helping her out with that, she let us use a, is it that she let us use one of the transports?
Helix transports, yeah.
One of the fancy transports. And that was nice. We got back to the car, and...
Who did you bring back with you?
I'm trying to think of who was there.
It was a test subject.
Sort of. It was somebody who'd had their mind broken by a detect thoughts spell, being forced through their implants.
What is this?
He was making ghost noises, if you remember. He was sitting in the car going, ow, ow.
Oh, yes.
And she got told she was picking up a ghost, and that's what he ended up picking up.
Right. So we delivered that person, this test subject. I think Lex was happy with what we got.
Bex
was it Lex?
Happy.
I meant
Lex
to say
Bex.
No, but we did collect Lex along with some other folks to go on a mission the next day. Did anything else happen that day? Notable? Yeah, so the next day we head out with our squad, including Lex, Kronks, Aisha, and that sad Baxter and that sad wizard. Newton? Yes.
That sad wizard. Let me just... Oh, he's already got a note that says untrained wizard who can't hit the broadside of a barn. Okay, I won't add to his torture.
Yeah, so the first thing, we had a few missions to do, but the closest on our way was visiting the factory where Lex was created. Yeah. She has, like, no memories of that time.
I will correct you to laboratory. It's very unfactory-like.
Right, laboratory, yes. So we got in there. It was huge, but also super abandoned, really creepy. We went into this, we descended, I think, to another level where there was, like, a cleaning bot still doing its thing, so the place was perfectly clean, despite being, it looked super abandoned. What kind of... We saw that it was, like, still running, there was a generator, so there was still power and everything in this place.
Yeah, it was low power. The generator was still emergency power.
And we found information on the computer there that basically... As I understood it, like, these, android robot people were, like, different iterations, kind of, on, like, the same sort of, There
were many attempts at some sort of level of achievement, yes. That's correct.
Yeah, and Lex was one of the last to leave. There was like a few records of the last couple people to leave this place, and Lex was one of them.
The only person who left after Lex was the medical, the man who actually created it, the researcher. He was the last person after him.
Mm-hmm. So, exploring a bit deeper, yes, we came across another one of these robotic women who was just kind of chilling there. She said she was trapped, I think, and Brozzig charged in to help. And then she immediately attacked us and knocked out poor Brozzig, as I recall.
Yes.
I don't remember exactly what she wanted to do with us, like just capture us and test on us there. I guess we didn't really...
You had opened the secret door to the room she was stuck in that could only be opened from the outside. Oh. So you had freed her just by opening the door, but she didn't want you to shut the door before she got out, so she attempted to kill you all to get out. It went really well.
She
all
could have
very
just asked
unnecessary.
nicely. Would have let her
know.
go, probably.
We had no problem with Rebecca, but she had a
did seem a
problem
bit
with
insane.
us, I guess. Oh god, I just noticed Coco's in here. Okay. I think that's like where we left off. Yeah.
We healed up Brozzig, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That did happen.
Somebody healed me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aisha with a heal kit, I believe. Yeah, and this is where we resume.
Yep, this colorful lab.
So, you've made your way into here, and you have cleared out this room. In the room are 4 pods, each one of them large tank-like beings made of with a glass frame. The one in front of Rebecca has been smashed, and Rebecca has come out of it. The tanks to the right and left lie empty of any being, though they do seem 2/3 full with some sort of pale blue fluid. The one on the right, however, has what appears to be a small jellyfish-like creature, about a foot in height. I think all of you would know this to be a flumph.
Aww.
It is completely black flumph with bright yellow tentacles. Its eyes are closed. It seems motionless in the fluid. Over here you have a series of computers and terminals that look like they are designed for controlling these pods, and making this particular one looks like it's hooked up to something, another machine over here, and you're not quite sure exactly what. The one terminal that you had been to with the wires hanging out of it seemed to be hooked up to this main tank. There's also a screen up on the wall that shows Rebecca's last life stats when she was in the pod, but they are frozen, and the bottom right it says tracking ceased, subject exited.
Does it look like Lex, does the stuff in this room mean anything to her?
Do you ask her?
Sure. Lex, hey, do you know this person? Does any of this
made in a
ring
tank
any
like
bells?
this. I did not know there were. I never met others before me. No, I knew of them. I don't remember my time in this tank, or any time before that. But I know that this is where I came from. That desk. And she points over to where Baxter is. He sat there.
The scientist?
Sorman?
No.
Ooh.
I don't know what he was. But he was cruel. He caused pain.
Is there anything like on the desk or any
there is
drawers?
4 screens across the top, and a keyboard. Below that is a small drawer that pulls out, and if you pull it out, you'll find a series of clipboards and pens and what look to be some sort of medical swab. 3 of the drawers on the left-hand side have been emptied, and it looks like they've been emptied very quickly. As you can sort of see, like little scraps of paper have got stuck in the mechanics, the mechanisms of the drawer, but nothing with any writing on worth mentioning. On the right-hand side, there are 2 drawers at the bottom. The bottom one is very, very heavy and difficult to open, and the middle one has sort of sunk down into it. The top one is locked.
Oh, well. I'll try to break into this locked one.
Okay. How are you doing, sir? Do you have some thieves' tools?
I sure do.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a thieves' tools check. I believe I put that on your page, right?
Yes, I do. This is not my Paisley dice. That's why I rolled a natural 1. Let me find my Paisley die.
Yeah, you put your thieves' tools in, but it's just stuck. It looks like the lock has sort of gone a little old, and it's going to take perhaps a bit. Well, yes and no. It looks like it's a brute force operation required, and Paisley's just not that kind of person.
Did I have brute force?
Brozzig. Can you unstick this, please?
I mean, I was pretty good at unsticking the numpad the other day, breaking cover off, so I can see what I can do. I want to stick my scaffold in and try to wedge
Okay, there's nothing to stick it in necessarily. It's completely, the drawer's completely shut, but you can just smash the lock off if you want.
I try to stick it in and realize it's completely shut, like you say, and then just smash it.
Yeah, I don't need any sort of check for that to hit it, but I will take an athletics check to see how hard you can hit it.
$13.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. You sort of hit it once, and it sort of quivers a little bit, and the second time you hit it, the lock just comes off the side of the desk, and the drawer sort of slightly moves open. You can see that because the 2 drawers below it are sunken, there's now a little gap where when you pull the drawer out, that you could reach behind and perhaps try and lift up the stuck drawers. But in the meantime, I'm sure you're more interested in what's in the locked drawer. As you open it, there are 4 purple crystals. Lex sort of, you hear her sort of breathe in quite suddenly, and she just walks, she steps backwards. Almost like recoiling away right to the back of the room.
She didn't like it.
As it was just like a sudden intake of breath. She seemed. Yes, she does. Yes, she physically has to breathe.
Gas.
She has iron. Okay. She has iron and metal lungs, but they inflate and deflate, etc. You know that she can breathe gases that we wouldn't traditionally, as that's how she was able to go in the walls. But certainly there is some sort of breathing going.
Do these crystals mean anything to anybody?
As you look at them, go ahead and give me a...
I was thinking maybe Oleg.
An Arcana check with disadvantage if you want, Paisley. Alternatively, if Oleg, if you come over, you can also give me an Arcana check with disadvantage.
Oh, we both have disadvantage.
Yeah, any one of you will have disadvantage.
That's a 4.
Okay. You may also give me a straight Arcana check from Newton if you wish.
Mine is a 13 at disadvantage.
Okay. Yep. With a 13, you recognize that these hold some sort of psionic or magical ability that you're not attuned to yourself. And Lex was sort of in the background.
Magic,
Careful.
for sure.
It hurt. It was lots of pain. We trained with those. It's what... And then she'll show you, she raises her hand and she's able to sort of lift something very slowly, telekinetically. And she'll show you that she has some sort of level of psionic power. And she will mention towards the crystals. And they give power, but it's a trade. It's a painful trade. I will tell you, because I don't know how else you will discover this, Mikayla and Pat, that if you were to go side night, you would need one of these.
Wow, cool.
Also knife rogue, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would not.
Now, is that a different crystal?
It's not a crystal at all.
Oh.
This isn't that sort of prowess. This is the ability to slowly train with this and learn with this in a sort of very rigorous fighting manner. You know, Soul Knife would steal their power from somebody.
Cute.
I don't know. It looks like a fancy paperweight. You could probably sell this for something, right? Though maybe.
Yeah, were these the kind of crystals that who asked Oleg to find crystals?
The time crystals.
No.
No, not even slightly. But Baxter was saying, I can scoop them up into a bag if you want.
Sure. Maybe they're worth something.
Lex is sort of, you should destroy them.
Oh.
They're evil things. But with your 13, you do know, Oleg, that they're not evil. It's just, it would be very evil to subject somebody to one of these without choice.
Certainly.
Baxter sticks them in a bag and holds the bag out to you, Oleg.
Like, he wants me to take the bag?
He doesn't want the bag. I think that's a better way of putting it. He doesn't really care who takes it.
I'll hold the bag.
Yeah, they're only little tiny crystals. They're sort of like this large, so you can all four of them in a bag easily. Just pop them in a pocket or something.
Pop them in. What's in the bottom of that drawer?
Let's check it out.
Okay, so
Is
these
there
two
more in
drawers are
here?
wedged in very tightly. The two drawers underneath the locked drawer. The middle one is sunk into the bottom one, and they both sort of got wedged into the metalwork of the desk.
Perhaps now you can use your stick to wedge open drawer.
Yeah.
Yes, I will unwedge.
You call that a stick.
Stick my stick in there.
Yeah,
My scaffolding. My metal stick.
Magic
Baxter will
stick.
attempt to sort of go round to the back and sort of kick it open at the same time. I'm giving you the help action. You want to give me an athletics check with advantage?
Teamwork, guys.
That's really great, Brozzig.
That is a
Very
10.
good.
Yeah,
Very
your
good.
face goes red.
Oh no. How's it going, Brose?
I think I threw my back out.
Okay,
Baxter
hold
sort
on.
of looks at it and
Let me-
I don't know. It's pretty tough. Lex will sort of reluctantly walk over and offer some assistance if you wish.
She's probably super
Oh.
strong.
Yeah, I loosened it up for you, Lex. Here, just go ahead and
Josh, give me a strength check with advantage with Lex. I think she's got like 22 or 24.
Yeah, I haven't got my dice out, sorry.
I play D&D without dice.
I know. Strength check, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With advantage.
I'm gonna shout over. You can do it, Lex, and give guidance.
Okay.
Nice.
Guidance requires you to touch her, but go ahead.
There you go. Do I, with advantage, do I also, is that guidance advantage as well?
No.
Or just the d20?
D20 with advantage.
That's a 19.
Cool. Yeah, she
Nice.
reaches over and sort of just pulls, and at first the desk rocks forwards and back. And then, Brozzig, you're able to sort of put your arm down and wedge the desk down, and then she just... And as she pulls, she rips out the entire two drawers in one go out the back, and you realise that
Nice.
actually it was a pretty difficult check. But they fall on the floor, and there's just piles of paper. And it's that sort of old paper with... Do you know the sort of... like Colotech work on the left-hand side, as if it'd been torn out of a booklet, a ring binder, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's lots of that sort of paper.
Notebook paper.
Sure, but A4.
Okay. I'm looking at this guy in the tank.
Uh,
While they look at the papers.
You're looking at the flump, yeah?
don't eat it. It's not jellyfish.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh wow.
And
That's
while
good.
you're doing that, what are the rest of you doing? Does anybody go to look at some of these papers?
I'll read over the papers.
Okay. You
Not
pick
too intently, just like...
you pick up the first one, and it's got Alex written at the top, who you know to be one of the later subjects. Beneath which it was, it states origin name and Joseph. And then the very first thing is date of subject to arrival. It gives you a date. This is about 30 years ago. And it then details out a series of experiments. But give me a investigation check, I think, here. Let's see if you can connect the dots. What you're reading.
I'm going to at least maybe I'll. Is the D4 going to help here?
As you read over these papers, you understand that some of this, you're missing a lot of information. There's a lot of infer, a lot of jumps. And instead, you might be better served just by digging deeper into the archives. So as you turn the pages and look at some more, eventually, you notice Alexis, who you know to be Lex. Subject, origin, name, Claudia. There's a little note in the footnotes here, with a little one, and then you go down to the footnotes and it says, note, subject died unexpectedly of a heart attack, body still intact.
Well.
And then he goes on to say, this is the first subject where no physical injury needs to be remedied before the subject can be used. At this point, Oleg, you will realize that none of these subjects arrived alive. Whatever Lex believed was a complete lie.
OMG.
Her human body and brain has been repurposed to be part of a machine. But she is no more human than Lenny. And in fact,
what does it say?
You will note that some of them say race origins, dwarf, drow, human, half-elf, gnome, etc. Sorry, Oleg. What did you say, Vulgo?
I said, Oleg, what does it say?
I'll keep quiet for now. I'll sort of like feign like I'm still reading it over. Give me a moment, Vulgo. I'm still figuring this out. I want to make sure of what I'm reading.
She sort of looks over and it's got my name on it. Can I read it?
Yes. Just a moment.
Give me a performance check.
I'll hand it over.
You hand it over. She looks over it and she reads it in silence. After about a minute, she says nothing and hands it to Vulgo. You see her put her hand up to her chest, over her heart, and touch her own face. I'm dead?
I'd say you are not who you think you were. You are new.
Claudia. I don't... Nothing. And then with sort of no warning, Lex picks up one of the computers in the middle of the room and just launches it at the wall. You see her sort of throw it at full blast, and then she storms past you. She pushes Aisha out the way. And as she gets to here, she sort of kicks the door, and you hear the door like crumple inwards. All lies! She just runs out.
Del instinctively goes under the desk, I think, when she starts throwing things around.
Oleg, what was on the paper?
What happened?
Some young girls were sent here. Cadaverous bodies to be used for purposes of creation of that.
Vulgo, as they're all saying this, your eyes have settled on something different. 2/3 of the way down the paper. Known siblings.
Oh no.
2 females are named. Fiona, Naomi. And then there's a little note after them. Involved in drug abuse, ? Potential further subjects.
What were the 2 names again? Naomi and
Fiona and Naomi. And then potential further subjects ?
But we don't know if they ended up being subjects or not.
No.
Unless we went through like every piece of paperwork to try and
It was
find their
30
origin
years ago.
names. Yeah. I'll run out after Lex.
Good. We'll come to you in a moment.
Yep.
Del, as you turn to this flump back, what was your medicine check?
16.
The flump is being kept alive by this liquid, but looking at the papers and looking back at the liquid, you know that whatever the creature was, whoever the creature was when they came in, they're dead. Only this reanimation liquid that's in process is doing anything, and right now the subject is an empty vessel. There is no soul, no mind, no artificial intelligence, no intelligence at all within that vessel. No problem.
This is grim. Well,
Do you think he can still feel things? Or is he beyond that now?
There is no key to
doubt
key.
it. I'll look at Baxter, I guess, because he's dating Bex, right? Who is the doctor, the medic. Do you think there might be any kind of use for this stuff? Like motion to the liquid there? Or should we just, forget it was ever here?
I don't like it, but I could tell Eliana, I guess. She might.
Yeah, maybe
She might
she'd
have
know.
an idea of how to use it well. For good, but it looked like
This
there was
place
some light
is-
further down in the lab. We should clear it out, right?
Yeah, this place
I'll go have a look
is terrible.
And he's going to head up to the next sort of area and begin to pace the corridors. Have a look. Vulgo. As you head outside, you find Lex. You don't actually get outside because you find Lex just around the corner, opposite the
she's just-
generator. She's got her back sort of against the wall and she's crouched. And you can see she sort of was trembling with a mixture of rage and sadness. She looks
I'll
up
kneel down in
as you
front
go.
of her.
They were right.
Who were right?
All those people, the collusion, who said I was just another machine. Another AI.
You're not just another machine, you're Lex.
She just shrugs one shoulder at you. Says nothing.
I don't know. I can't imagine what you must be feeling right now, or the confusion and everything. But despite what happened 30-ish years ago, you're still here. You're still you. You have emotions and opinions, and you're still a person.
She sort of tilts her head to the side. I know you're trying. But this will take time.
Of
I will
course.
protect you till we return to the collusion base. I'm grateful you brought me here. I needed to know.
I don't know if you read the whole paper, but it mentioned that you might possibly have two
She shakes her head
sisters.
and puts her hand up. I'm not Claudia. I'm Lex. Any siblings I had? She gestures back to where Rebecca was dead on the floor.
Mhm.
Are not worth meeting.
then we won't meet them. And with that, I will Eldritch Blast the paper, and with the fiery extra damage, hopefully ignite it and vaporize it in my hand.
She stands up and sort of cracks her neck in both ways. And... I want to know, who was he?
Who was who?
The man at the desk. He put the crystals in us. He was in charge, not the doctor. I want to know who he was.
Maybe if we keep looking around here, we'll find out some.
Oh, sorry,
okay,
I've
bye.
stretched her. That is hideous.
Oh my god, she's upgrading.
No,
Wow.
I was trying to say she is going to head down this way and over here, back to have a look. Head around the corner. She sort of looks back at you and... Thanks for trying, Vulgo.
You should call me Volvo.
Vulgo.
Okay. I'll go back.
She goes back into the room and... I'm sorry if I caused any alarm. I find myself feeling more things than I'm used to. At this point, having found out the story of Lex, you can have the 30 XP that you don't get, that you do get.
We did it! Yes!
You could have just ignored the desk.
Is that the sound of leveling up?
Well, yes.
What?
technically
Level
it would bring
3?
You guys to level 2. Cool. But Baxter sort of calls back, and I think there's some sort of hidden area here. If you want to have a look.
Sure.
Let's go.
Come on, Newton.
Brozzig will kick the corpse of Rebecca one last time on the way out the door.
That is perfect.
Give her what for?
Oh,
Whoa.
I lost 2 of you, sorry.
What'd you find, Baxter?
Yeah, so he's sort of staring at this area down the end, and it looks a bit like a... it looks like a wall, but there's sort of strange engravings almost on it. I'll take a perception check from anybody who wants to make one to have a look.
Yes, you need me to bash something, Baxter. Is that why?
I don't think
waiting?
so.
14 perception? Oh, wins.
I
Oleg.
also got a 14.
Shut up, Brozzig.
Wow.
Come on. What are you doing?
16.
You say but Brozzig's the only one who passed.
We
need
could
to
have
match
failed
with us.
together, though.
He's looking for the weak spot to bash on the
Brozzig,
wall.
you notice that there is a sort of a black panel on the right that has a little wire connected to it. You see it feeds into the door. You're not entirely sure what it does, but there is a sign sort of just above it that looks like a handprint.
Mm.
Yeah.
This panel right here. Look, I think if it's connected by wire, someone maybe needs to put handprint on here and it will open door.
Oh.
Did anybody find any hands around? I don't want to try mine. I'm not
What
from
about
here.
Lex, maybe?
Oleg, as soon as you look at it, you know that this requires a handprint that doesn't belong to any of you. But you might be able to rewire it in a way that it would accept anyone's handprint. You're welcome to give it a go.
That sounds like something that I would like to try.
Yeah, take a Souls check, please.
Nice.
24.
Yeah, you sort of lean back, and within moments you're sort of rewiring the back panel, and it looks like suddenly this sort of changes ever so slightly its aspect, and instead of looking like it's a specific size, it's sort of growing and shrinking over and over. Would you place your own hand upon it, or would you let everybody else know they could place their hand upon it?
I just do it
Okay.
get it open.
Yeah. This door opens up.
Oh, is this Lenny right here?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I thought that was one of Rebecca's minions just now.
Oh, Vulgo, how did you do that?
Wow, he's so quick.
Shouldn't be possible. Hold on a second, sorry.
The door was open.
No, hold on, sorry.
Sorry.
What? Fuck's sake. There we go. No, the secret door was not wide enough to cover the expanse. You just blasted on past it. Yes, but as you look at the back here, you will see that there is a sort of off the back of this panel was some sort of broken sparks, which is just kicking up, and you notice that at first it looks like a whole wall, but actually you can note that it is just a door that has become stuck, sort of like rusted into place. Somebody called Brozzig, because this one needs kicking.
Well.
Brozzig will use his scaffold like a brace, and he'll kick the door with 2 of his feet.
Okay. You do this once, and the door sort of caves in ever so slightly, and you do it again. You see the door dent, and the third time it just shatters off its hinges and just crashes to the ground. And now you
took a few kicks, but it's quite rusty. Lex would have got it in 1.
She's moping right now.
She doesn't say anything. As you look in here, you see what looks to be some sort of high-tech room. Let's just do that. There are 2 or 3 robots that sort of have little arms that extend out. There's a couple of huge, they look like sort of, at first, storage crates turned on end. But you'll notice that they've each got doors, and they are probably human-sized, if you will.
Uh-oh.
Over here are the 2 sort of power generators, but they're throbbing in this sort of low pink light. And you know that these are separate to the other generators and have some sort of battery involved in them, maintaining them.
Hey, Oleg, what do you think is this room is for? I don't understand any of this technology.
Let's have a look.
Okay. You see these 2 storage crates at the center. At the back wall, you see it looks a bit like a photo booth. You know when you go into and get your portrait done. It looks a bit like that. It's got a sort of a leather, a set of leather strips in front that you could part to go in and stand inside it. At the top is what looks like a shower head, really, but has loads of tiny lasers at the top. One thing you will note, Oleg, as you stand there, is whatever metal is used in this box, you don't recognize it.
I'll sort of like tap on it.
It seems very dense. It almost seems to absorb a little bit of the light. And when you tap, the sound is muted, as if you'd sort of had rubber coating your hand when you knocked on it.
Very strange. I'll look over at the shower-like vestibule, and knowing what he has to do, I'll attempt to strap myself in.
Okay. You go in and you sort of see all this sort of lasers up the top. And when you stand inside, you hear this machine over here with its long arms sort of talk. Unknown subject. Unknown subject.
Oh,
Unknown subject.
Oh,
Unknown
God.
subject. It just keeps going.
I'll step away, and is there a computer panel anywhere?
Yes, so these things are full wall computers.
Oh, like
Well-
maybe we shouldn't be messing around with this stuff.
Can you tell what any of it's for?
Maybe you shouldn't be messing around with this stuff.
I'm not messing around with
Master.
anything.
I'm curious.
He's a professional.
Give me an Arcana check as you look. This one, I
Yes.
believe, is with advantage to understand a machine.
Vulgo, you're the one who made us come here. You at least let Oleg have some fun, while we're here.
Yeah.
I don't think fun is messing around with things you don't understand.
No, he's gonna die for sure, but
Yeah.
better die doing what he loves.
Get sucked into the matrix. 24.
24 again, yeah. These are... this is some sort of high-level robotics laboratory. It looks like what whoever was doing was sort of creating a larger robot in which one person could stand or sit. After a long time, you eventually find out that this research has been relocated.
Oh
Relocated
my
to
God.
Jozoko's lab is the name. Jozoko's lab. And it gives a series of coordinates. With your fairly astute knowledge, you would know those coordinates are within Anakesia, but are further to the south, closer to the border with the Maori Republic. So relocated to a different lab. This looks like some sort of self-robot construction system. It does mention that prototype E and F were left behind. And you would assume that they are in those storage containers.
Can we... I'd say that's a shame. Can we try to have a look into one of the storage containers?
You can't look in, they are solid metal, but there is a wheel on the top.
I mean, like,
if you turn it, the door will open.
Yes.
Okay. You do. Turn the wheel, and the door opens, and there is a 7-foot robot. However, it has no front plate. The front plate is sat on the side inside the storage container. And inside is space for a gnome to stand comfortably.
A gnome?
Jazoko would assume. And there are controls that link to hands and feet that will allow one to control the robot as if moving in life-size motion. Almost like an arcano-mechanist. I was so inclined to become one.
Paisley, come here. Come up here.
What?
Mikayla comes over. I'm one of those in another campaign.
I'm not getting in that shit. Are you kidding me?
The last one she was in tried to kill her. And she built that.
I'm not going. This is all you, Oleg. They put Liddy in there.
I think I could fit.
Minuscule.
I've been working out. Let me try. Let me try
No,
to fit in.
you cannot even slightly fit.
Brozzig tries to
Brozzig,
squeeze
you
in.
are twice the height of this this space.
Yeah. I'll look Brozzig up and down. I don't think so, brother.
Well, you could adjust it though, right? You could work on this, make me fit.
This looks like a custom fabrication.
It is. You think you could ever pilot one like this? You know, for a full size?
Might be a little taller than this one, but
I mean, there's two of them, right? Maybe we can unlock crate F and put two together.
They are identical. If you open
I assumed. I already imagined that they were both identical, so I wasn't even going to bother opening it.
Wow.
We don't have like a picture-taking device. I can sort of just like scan these things. Can I make something?
I mean, we could drag them back. I mean,
you have a recording device that was given to you by Vikos. It's like a remote control camera. It does have a small.
Oh yeah.
That can record
I think
video,
my
short
laptop
videos.
has a camera on it that we could use. That's how I video call my mom.
I'm just gonna take some pictures of this thing. I don't imagine we're gonna be piling this thing out of here. And I don't think it's worth hauling it out.
Baxter will mention that when we tell Aisha, we can have her bring them back. Sure, Goran will want to have a look.
Yes, for sure.
Oh yeah.
There was a corridor. I didn't go down it on my own. If you want to have a look.
Lead the way.
All right. We'll not be able to get in rooms.
You can
without
take
Brozzig.
a further 10 experience points for your discoveries.
Ooh.
Yay.
And Baxter will indicate that the corridor is down that way and point to the south. So you'd have to come out and go around. Oleg, you coming?
Coming.
Step by step. Careful, Brozzig's about to die.
He's looking for something to bash with his big metal stick.
So you come into here, and the first thing you'll notice this is where the power is being generated. 2 slow turbines on the wall, and an energy monitor in the corner. No, I don't want to move, Brozzig. Thank you. I wanted to point an energy monitor in the corner. But lining this back wall, Oleg, are data archives. Hundreds of hard drives stacked on top of each other with all the data possible. And you'll notice that somebody has made a sort of attempt to clear these out and has given up about halfway across.
A shame.
If you ever wanted to repeat any of the experiments that were here, you could copy these and take them back, please.
Should have been burnt.
So do we get the feeling that these are the records of the experiments, or sorry, I don't know if I'm doing these in character, out of character. The records of these experiments, or are these like memories / like of the people that were experimented on?
There is definitely at least some element of their records of the experiments, but most of the data here is the programming that is then put into people.
Okay.
So
it's the hardware.
It's the process of machinizing dead people. But it's only half of it. You'd have to rebuild the archives to full.
Yeah.
Let's try not to die.
I mean, this is above Oleg's pay grade.
And Aisha sort of looks it over and... I don't know that anyone should have any of this. We should get rid of it. All of it.
Burn it to the ground.
Baxter sort of, hey. That's not our call. Tell the boss. Let her decide. If she wants it buried, she's got quicker ways of doing it than us anyway. We got what we came for. Nods towards Lex. Even if they weren't the answers she was looking for. Give me an insight check.
Oh, okay. Wow. 10.
Like a robot.
Yeah.
She's gone back into that sort of very stoic phase. She doesn't really move her features much. Even when she was really angry, there wasn't sort of an obvious facial expression going on. She's quite fixed. Her head's a bit out of place, and she doesn't seem to care. But she stopped shaking.
She's stoic.
What are you doing, Bill?
Where is Vulgo going?
I'm exploring.
Into the light. So there's all along there is a wall of hard drives on your left, Josh.
And in front of me?
The end of a corridor. There's a little
light
pulsing
coming
from a
from it.
vent up the top.
Okay, but it's just a dead end.
It is, yeah. It's all of this hard drive area is wired in to the wall, so you would know it's controlling all these computers. But there is no reason to go any further because it's just an electronical storage corridor. As you come back into here, anybody got a passive perception of 15 or higher?
Are you crazy?
No.
Okay.
No.
If not, anybody who is proficient in perception.
Baxter does. Baxter does. Baxter has a 17.
Oh.
Okay, Baxter King.
Oh.
Just of the players, anybody who's got perception proficiency can give me a check, please.
Wow.
No.
That's a 21 from Delgado.
11.
Let's go.
Del, as you're
Oleg.
standing here, you sort of looking around a little bit, and then you, by chance, you sort of look up, and on top of these, above this box here on the ceiling, it looks like somebody's etched something into the ceiling.
Ooh. What's that say?
You'd have to climb up.
I'm kind of scared, but I'll do it.
Okay. And it
I'm the
just
shortest,
says,
actually.
over and over and over again, I choose destruction. I choose destruction. I choose destruction.
That's a little
And then
concerning.
finally, after about 70 lines of I choose destruction, is a name. Dexter.
Dexter.
Dexter's lab?
No.
Oh,
I forgot about that. But when you were on the computer, you saw lots of names like Alex, Dexter. All of these that could be shortened to 3 letters, basically. He was probably one of these subjects, like Lex. And then you see, just as you're stood up here, at the end of this sign-off, there is a vent in the ceiling that is slightly open.
Ooh. Is that something any of us could reach?
You can reach it from standing on top of that box.
Oh, great. I'll peek in there. Wait, I'll peek in there with my mage hand to open it.
You don't need to open, you can just sort of pull the metal down a little bit. The mage hand can pull the metal down a little bit. And as you look in, you see what looks like a male version of Lex, with bright blue spiky hair. He has his arm elbow deep into what looks like an electronics area of the ceiling. It looks like he's chosen death. Destruction.
Yikes. I will just replace the vent and step down.
Why are you going in the vent? What do you? Is there something in there?
There's nothing in there.
Give me a deception check.
It's not good. Okay, I'm trying to make that symbol so that they know not to alarm Lex. Did you say deception?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, I have a -2. Womp womp. That's a 13.
Aisha climbs over, steps up, pulls the vent down. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you don't listen to me.
What is it?
It's unpleasant.
Somebody was trapped here. They chose their own way out.
Trapped? What do you mean own way out?
It was...
They got out,
Well,
right?
Someone like that Rebecca we met was stuck here. And he chose to end his life instead of existing here. Man, we should get out of here. This is...
Yeah, this place sucks.
No offense, but Lex, but it's kind of depressing down here.
This is very upsetting.
Yeah, where I was born is pretty depressing too. So I get it. Let's get out of here.
Depressing hometowns.
Okay.
Let's go.
You need not move yourself around. I will put you back on the map. I haven't actually.
Just gonna walk back to the front.
Standard map, so I'm just gonna put you out in the wilderness and say you're outside. My wilderness.
Fresh air.
All right.
So we got 4 purple crystals, 2 giant robots, and we found
And-
2 syringes with silver liquid in that first room that we don't know what they are yet.
Whoa.
Okay, I don't really have an image for you guys. You can just sit on the map. Anyway, as you come back up to this huge open warehouse, did I break the map then?
It's not just fully, yeah. It's just zoom in.
White rectangle at the bottom.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Didn't even know I could do that.
Oh.
Yeah, as you come back up, there's this huge open warehouse, the 2 double blast doors. And standing between the blast doors, which are now slightly open, is Krunks. He's sort of leaning side to one. You found everything you want.
Well, we found what we needed. Maybe not what we wanted.
That's a good way to put it, Brozzig.
All right.
We got what we
head
came
out?
for.
If you want to head on out, we can get moving. Look like a couple of you might need some rest in the ATV.
Oh yeah, I got thrown across the room by Lady Robot. It was they're quite strong.
Yeah.
Sounds
We can
hot.
kick our feet up.
It was
Listen
shocking.
to
Yes. I'll tell you all about it on the ride back.
You need a nap first. It's about 4 hours out
Great.
to this tower. But there should be some hunting on the way if we're lucky. You may all take a short rest.
Yay, spell slot back.
When we level up, do we get that HP? How does that work?
So you specifically should have also got the tough feat.
Yes.
Yes, you can have the tough feat and the full level of XP. So the second you cross the level threshold, you get the XP. You get the HP.
No, the HP.
That's what I meant. Sorry, I'm confusing the words. The second you cross the level threshold, you get the HP straight away.
Okay.
You get feats.
You all got a feat at level 2, yes.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Apart from you, Josh.
Alright.
Remember, I did tell you what it was and what you were taking, and that you will be given it shortly.
Okay, right. It's not that I fucked up and...
No. I'm not sure.
that's
I know that Brozzig got his there and then. I don't know what the other 2 chose.
I'm just going to second wind then before we short rest. Just real quick. You see Brozzig
Oh, nice.
sort
Pretty
of
deep.
as he's walking up comes up from the elevator, he sort of just breathes very deeply in all the fresh air once he's outside, and just lets out like a scream, like a primal scream now that he's out of this awful robot hellscape. And he looks a little less tired.
Paisley, go ahead and give me a insight check.
Yeah, that was alarming for me.
Oh, fresh air is nice. It hits the lungs.
14.
Yeah. You realize that although you might do it in a different way, you could definitely do that too.
Okay, I'll try to copy and breathe deep. Because
yeah,
I
you
didn't like
said
it down there either.
Replenish yourself a little
You have
bit.
to scream. You have to scream to
You
get
do
it to
not
work.
have to scream at all.
Brozzig tells her that though. Just let it out.
Alright. She lets it out.
What's it sound like?
It's like a primal goblin scream, you know? Like if they're swarming you.
Oh, okay.
It's
I can
something
imagine
deep
that.
within her soul. Maybe I was meant to scream.
I imagine it very like high pitch and crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Shrill. Shrill is the word.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can also take a short rest in the ATV. As you move into a sort of desolate wasteland, some sort of pink water flows in various different places here, looking slightly acidic, as well as natural water. The area is thick with a sort of verdant grass, with areas in between of black stone. There's a slightly acrid smell resembling sulfur in the air as you move, and it's a little hot. It's quite a dry heat, as if somebody sucked the moisture out the air and just left the sun burning on your backs. And after about 3 hours, Kronk calls back and, "Hey! We're stopping!" When you guys come to the top, you will find that Baxter is not on board. Instead, he is very slowly pacing over towards an area of what looks like sort of slightly thick bracken, with a sort of large cliffside to the side. Oh, this is the wrong music. Where are we? Excuse me. There we go. You see him sort of stalking, almost, moving towards. And Kronk says, "We got a sighting on the Quillzook. Nasty creature. Don't get that quills
That
inside
thing
you."
you're looking for?
Yeah. Right. So here's the plan. You guys are going to stay with the ATV here. We're going to try and circle round and bring it back. When we push it in towards you, just light it up.
Okay.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah, 100%.
You've done this before.
Usually we're more competent soldiers, but yeah. Don't worry, you can keep Lex. She'll look after you.
Oh, good. I mean, yeah, we got this.
Okay,
Kronks.
Kronks, I appreciate the vote of confidence, such as it was, but I really need to get up there and get real close to do.
Oh, don't worry.
Fighting.
If it gets close, you can hit it. If it doesn't, you'll be grateful.
Okay, I will prepare myself.
I will ask you all, please, to put your tokens on the top left corner up here.
Oh, they left us
Next to
Newton,
Newton.
too.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
is not
How
relevant.
kind.
Brozzig starts stretching.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
What in the Jurassic Park is that?
Wow.
Sorry.
Oh.
1 second.
Spiky.
Yeah.
Oh, he's adorable.
No, he's not. As you... Oh, did I not do an art handout? Hold on a second. Let's do an art handout. As you guys sort of wait by the ATV, it's a pretty long wait. You're getting fairly bored. And then sort of you hear the sound of them rushing on towards you. And you will see... come on, you can do it. You will see this dude racing through towards you. He stands about 2.5 to 3 foot from foot to head, and then sort of 7 or 8 foot in length. As this creature sort of paces in towards you, you can see Baxter, Kronks, and Aisha sort of chasing it from behind, peppering it with bullets. As you see it sort of coming at you, it makes a sudden leap and almost teleporting. It sort of reaches out and it almost streamlines in the air and then lands again. And it sort of lets out this large snarling hiss at you. And you see at first it's about to head in this direction. And then one sharp shot cracks out from way behind it from Baxter. No sign of Kronks at all, by the way. As this shot cracks out sort of towards the water, the creature turns, readjusts its angle, and takes 2 steps closer to you guys. And I will ask you please to roll initiative.
Hey. Ah, yes.
They did say they'd chase it, do you? They have done just that.
Oh boy. Nice.
No, I don't know why I rolled it twice. Sorry.
Brozzig, you originally got a
4.
and then that's -1 because of your exhaustion card, right?
Yep.
Ow!
So that's a 3. Can I have one for
my
Aisha,
gosh.
please?
Oh yes, so true.
Baxter, Lex, and Newton 2.
Aisha got a 16.
Yep, got it. 22 for Baxter. 16 for Newton. Is that right, or is that you, Josh?
That's Lex.
Okay, what was yours? Because you just overwrote your own.
14 for Newton. I rolled
No.
for Newton.
What did you get, Josh? For
Oh,
you.
I got an 8.
Okay, cool. Because you overwrote your own by typing that in. And 14 for Newton?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Oleg's initiative is now actually higher.
It's
Because I took the astute.
21?
I took the astute feat. Yeah. It's,
Wow.
22 actually.
22. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Baxter. Coming in behind it with his rifle. He's just reloaded. What have you got for me?
He's going to use his bonus action to dash closer to it. He's going to try to sort of... Actually, can I move him or do you move him?
You can move him.
We didn't. Okay, we're going to move him sort of this way as he dashes towards it. And then he's going to shoot it twice.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know where the music's gone. I'm working on it.
22.
Nice.
22. That'll
Yes.
hit.
For 6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Then he is going to use his movement to go another 30 feet, and he's going to take another shot.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a crit, baby.
Nice.
Wow.
Go ahead and roll me the regular damage.
Yes.
That is 8 regular
Yeah,
damage.
plus 24, 32. Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Badass.
And that's the end of his turn.
Okay. The end of his turn, Oleg, you see this creature moving towards you, sort of pacing on in. It's taken a large shot. The first one sort of caught the back of its hip. The second one comes in right at the base of its spine. And you sort of see it shudder a little bit, and then hiss and re-get itself ready, and come straight towards you, Oleg. What are you doing?
Well, first thing Oleg's gonna do is he's gonna point his finger with his special glove and blast a spark at this thing, try to hit it in his nose.
Okay.
Ooh, 21.
Yeah, 21 hits. And as you see the spark hit, you see the lightning hit, and you see the creature sort of almost seize up a little bit. You don't really know what that does, though.
He deals 5 lightning damage.
Cool.
And as
This
a
is
bonus
shadow water
action,
to your left, by the way.
shallow water.
Yeah, so you can step in it quite easily.
Said shadow water. I was like,
Oh, yes, shadow water. You
I'm
mentioned
avoiding
that.
I'm avoiding that.
Uh-oh.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move up if I can sort of just like occupy like space for a second, and with a bonus action, I'm gonna take that same hand and I'm gonna slap my friend Brozzig on his ass and give him a casting of adrenaline.
Nice.
Will
Wow, I
increase
love
his AC by 2 and double his speed.
Let's go.
Wow.
Okay.
Badass.
Does that conclude your turn, Oleg? Or are you moving a bit?
No, and then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Brozzig lets out another primal scream, like when he did his second wind.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I'm just gonna do a little something here. I think it's fair to say that you wouldn't be quite this clumped up. So there, you can now move where you want, Oleg. Maybe I'll put
I'm
Brozzig
probably
here.
just gonna move.
Brozzig has put himself in the front
shallow
for sure,
enough.
yeah.
Then just move like.
Yeah, there's not even a movement penalty here. But do bear in mind, if you were to cast a lightning spell in that water, it might affect you.
Yeah. I'm gonna step out of it.
Cool. Okay, does that conclude your turn?
For now.
Good luck, guys.
Oh God.
That's not good for you.
Why?
The creature steps up here.
I want to use my reaction.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
That'll actually be at this point, right?
With this adrenaline rush and just how sort of amped up Brozzig is here, as that thing comes close, he is going to pull out his scaffolding, and he is going to just smack it right in the face with a warding strike.
Wow.
With one of his new exploits that he learned. 18.
Nice.
An 18 will hit.
All right, so that's 10 bludgeoning plus another 3 bludgeoning from the exploit.
Okay,
dice.
nice. Yeah.
As uses a reaction as it gets close to him, as he
Okay.
hits it in the face.
And then he is going to do the cone. We like the cone.
No. Let's not get too excited.
It's only 15 feet.
Oh, thank God.
I will ask you to please to make me a Constitution save. Lex and Brozzig. This is against poison.
Dwarves love that shit.
No, sorry. This is not against the poison condition. So you would roll straight, but take half damage if you get hit if you have resistance to poison damage.
That's a 22.
Okay, this poison damage. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
13, but I'm going to use my other exploit. Just feeling so heroic here. My heroic fortitude to add another
Nice.
6 onto that.
Badass.
What did Lex
Steals
get?
himself.
Nice.
19.
Oh, badass.
Josh, what did Lex get?
22.
Okay, 14 is what you needed. So good decision there, Brozzig.
Mhm.
If you succeed, you will take half damage, which is... oh, never mind. You take 17 points. No damage on a successful one. You take 0 damage.
Yeah.
Both of you. So ignore the whole thing about being resistant. As it sort of sprays out this poison. And then it is going to attempt to bite Lex's head off.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That's a 17 to hit.
That does hit, yes.
Okay, she will take 7 piercing damage.
Half to 3.
And it will be 7 poison. I'm not sure if she can take poison damage, but if she does, she'll take 7 poison damage.
And half that to 3.
Okay. Do you, or is she immune to poison?
She's resistant to all damage.
Okay, cool.
With no immunity.
16 to hit you, Brozzig, with a claw.
AC 13.
Nice.
That hits.
Okay, you'll take 8 slashing damage. And
Slashing with the claw.
Yep.
Okay.
And then it will finally shoot a quill out over the back at you, Vulgo. This is going to be a disadvantage because it has creatures in melee range of it. Well, that's a pretty good roll. That is a 21 to hit.
No, you make it up.
7 poison damage. 7 poison damage, Vulgo.
Look out, Vulgo.
Aisha.
Too fucking late.
Aisha is...
She is a long way away.
she has a gun. But yeah, she's gonna get closer. What about this purple water? Can she cross it, or does she?
She needs to jump over it. Here. She can do so as part of her
badass.
movement speed.
Perfect. That's yeah.
Yeah.
She has enough movement to get just on that little bank
Okay.
there. Okay, so yeah. That's where she'll go, and then she will take aim with her pistola and
Okay.
fire twice
Does
at
she
this
fire
thing.
disadvantage at that range?
I don't, no, range 120/300 feet.
Nice. I forgot to change it. That's bad. Oh well. That's the rifle range.
Oh, they gave it a really good pistol.
It
has a
should
good
be.
pistol.
It should be 40-80, I think. But I think that would still be. Yeah, she'd still be ahead.
I'll roll with disadvantage if you.
Let me have a look. Somebody else has a pistol.
I have a pistol.
Yeah, what's your range on your? Oh no, you got the shittest pistol on the planet though.
It's really bad.
What is the range on your
30
pistols? 30/60,
90.
Oh, 30/90. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. That is her range too. So yes,
Okay,
disadvantage.
so she'll shoot with disadvantage. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, okay. Well, actually, I already rolled. So the first one was a. What's her plus? Oh, okay, 19.
Okay.
Great. 8 piercing damage, and second one I rolled disadvantage.
Okay. You will notice that the creature's sort of got very closely knit armored plating on it. The piercing damage doesn't quite go through it. It seems resistant to piercing.
Cool. Good to know. This is second one's only a 10 to hit.
10 will miss. Is that Aisha's turn? Does she have any bonus action worth mentioning?
Yeah. Nope. She
Only
is
steady
just
aim, right? She moved.
Yeah.
So
trying
yeah.
to get closer.
Cool. Brings us to Lex.
Yes, she is going to multi-attack. She's going to throw a couple of punches.
Mm-hmm.
The first one's a 10 to hit.
That'll miss.
What?
It's a 12 though, because it's a +2 from flanking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. And then that's a 15 to hit.
That'll also miss.
Oh my gosh.
She's very upset right now.
Okay.
But she will bonus action body shield. It says she has to stand in front of an ally.
Yeah, so she can position herself like protectively, even though you place her next to the ally. So this would be Brozzig, right?
Yep.
But it will grant Brozzig half cover, which is 4 on
Perfect.
plus,
Yes.
and a +4
yeah,
to
she'll
any
do
DC
that.
on any dex saves from that direction.
I think it's because she wants to die.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay, Paisley.
Okay, on the trip here.
By the
could I
way,
have
Lex seems to be half health. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I didn't know if she could short rest, so I
Yeah, of course.
didn't do anything.
Yeah, I should have gone back up to full. And
Okie
then
dokie.
I hit you for
And then take
7.
6.
Right? Or was it 6? Yes, 6.
Yeah, 6. So she should be on 37.
Yeah, cool. Okay, Paisley, what are you doing? You fixed that down.
Great, perfect. Then I will try to shoot with my gun. This
Okay.
time will hit. Surely.
Any sort of way of giving yourself any better chance, or are you just shooting it? I don't know what your exploits are. They're very non-combat, actually, aren't they?
No, I do have one that lets me add to my ranged attacks, I believe. Yeah, I don't actually have it here, but it's called Precision Strike.
Oh, that's it. That's
And,
you do that after the seeing your roll, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, cool. Okay,
Yes.
go ahead. Go to...
So let's try and hit. With my pistol. Oh god, I'm so nervous. Last time was such a colossal failure. I'm gonna try and use one of my +1 shots also. Why
Okay.
not? Oh god. Nat 20!
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay, Delgado. Okay, we're back, baby.
Okay.
We are.
so you can still use
you-
your exploit on that if you want.
Maybe.
Yeah, but it only
Yeah, does
it only adds to hit, right? It doesn't explode. It doesn't have damage.
No.
Oh, it's the attack roll. You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
So
I
that's,
was the one who put it in chat.
So 20 piercing damage.
I'm gonna also use, why not? I saw this guy knock out my friend or not knock out, but attack my friend Brozzig, who just taught me how to breathe. So I'll use my Fury of the Small and add extra 2 damage to that.
It's just a flat 2.
Yes. It's my proficiency bonus.
Nice. The creature is wounded despite its resistance to your hit.
Yes.
Yeah, it takes that literally through the fucking eye, and you see the creature sort of
Perfect,
quivering
just what I was
slightly.
saying,
And I will be imposing a slight disadvantage on its chance to hit now, as it's got literally a gaping hole where its eye was a minute ago. Nice one.
With
Any
that,
bonus
I'm
action
going
from you,
to
Paisley?
Just scoot. I don't know if I can get anywhere to hide, so I think I'll just.
It's shallow water, about half a foot. If you want
No,
to
it's
be
too
prone, you can hide.
No, Paisley wouldn't put her whole body in this water as
Okay,
much as I
cool.
would love
Don't want to
that.
swim. Great.
No, that'll be.
Yeah, that brings us to Newton.
Atmosphere. Yeah.
Newton is just kind of like blast a firebolt at this thing.
Love that. Go ahead.
Come on,
Yeah,
Newton.
he's like not even looking at it. He's just like sticking his arm out.
You
Checks
got
out.
this.
Pew!
Just like in practice.
Oh,
You
he may have
got
hit. Is it a 16? It's
A 16 is what you need to hit.
Nice.
Oh.
We're doing this, damn
All that
thing.
training.
And he just
Yeah,
blasts
it goes
the fire.
straight at Lexi's back. She jumps out the way and it strikes the creature before it can dodge. How much was the damage?
5.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Vulgo.
Good job, Newton.
Yes. Vulgo. I am going to bonus action hex.
Okay. And how does this look? What is your hex?
Yeah, so there's like this kind of like ruby red smoke that has like glitter and sparkly stuff in it. Kind of like wraps round and like circles the creature as the hex is on it.
Mhm.
And then I will Eldritch Blast.
Yep. Only a Josh can play in a dark dystopian campaign as a warlock orc.
My pact
and
is a
have
genie.
Glitter and sparkle in his hex.
My pact is a genie. I have to be on theme.
Glitter and sparkle, Josh.
Yeah. I can't wait to see his steed.
Yes, your patron has way more taste than that, Vulgo. He would be insulted by this.
To be fair, he is a very glittery and sparkly patron. I will remind you.
I know, his skin was glitter.
He's literally, yeah. He is literally glitter and sparkle.
See what I'm working with? This is not my fault.
Yeah, this is on brand. This is on brand for kids.
You are glittery.
Yes.
How we do?
I got a nat 20 for a
Yes, I thought I
Let's
saw
go.
that. So yeah, go ahead. Give me the standard damage plus the standard hex damage
regular.
plus your standard genie damage. Right? There's a genie damage involved.
Yeah, so that's 4. So I don't know why I didn't roll the fire damage. But the fire damage should be 2. 2
Because
fire
it's
damage.
not every hit; it's a choice. 2 out of what?
But it doesn't give me a choice though.
It's once per turn.
Once per turn, but is it just a flat 2 or is it?
Yeah, it goes
Roll.
off my proficiency.
Okay.
And that's 6 on the hex.
Okay,
damage.
so that's 6, 12,
That's 6 necrotic.
18, 28.
Yeah, something like that.
Force,
Mix of
fire, necrotic.
fire, force, and necrotic. Yeah.
Please describe his grisly demise.
Wow. Vulgo.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, the smoke kind of like is billowing around this creature, and then as the like his Eldritch Blast looks the same too. It's just that like red, glittery smoke, like fires out as like it pierces the creature and it's like its forehead. The hex around it like seeps into the body, and the body just explodes in a
Gross.
gruesome, corpsey,
Nice.
gutty explosion.
Okay. And as you destroy this creature, Brozzig, can I have a perception check, please?
Brozzig lets out a primal scream. And does a perception
Celebratory
check.
scream.
Do it. I'm clicking on it. Nothing is happening.
This is very tense.
I know.
That is a 7.
Oh.
7.
Oh no.
Okay. Then I will give you no information. But Brozzig, it is your turn, and you do see a
Interesting.
second one charging up towards
What?
you.
Oh no.
I just realized
Uh,
you guys are not dynamically lit, right? So, yeah, you can see everything, right?
We can see it now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Good. It does seem to have a metal arm in its hand, in
What?
its mouth.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Plan engage. The primal scream does happen as now Brozzig is covered in poison spray and also the guts of the one that exploded.
Mm.
He just looks like a fucking abomination right now. Lets out a scream, heals up a little bit, and then I don't think he has enough speed to get to this one.
Okay,
You
my
have
aim-
double. You have double movement speed though. Oh, you only have 25.
I'm moving up.
Oh, do I have enough? Am I doubled still? It's still until your turn, or until
Yeah,
my
it's the end
turn?
of my turn. It's the end
Oh,
of my turn.
then yes, I have enough speed.
I'm just gonna move this
Nice.
creature out of the rock. So can you take one step back?
Not now because you've covered me
Until
up.
the beginning.
There we go. I got it.
Cool.
So Brozzig lets out a primal scream, heals up a little bit with his
Wow.
second wind, and then he is gonna run up, and he's gonna punch this one right in the face, right in the kisser.
Okay, you're punching it, not hitting it with your quarter staff.
No, he's all amped up. He's all amped up right now.
Okay.
Got adrenaline coursing.
Well, you brass
Oh,
knuckling
no.
him.
Okay. Well, I rolled in that one, so
Oh no.
that happens.
Oh.
Your brass knuckles sort of thunder into the bottom of this creature, into its chest, and it's like hitting a wall. Like, just nothing. It's absolutely
Solid.
nothing. There's no give. And you just hear from behind him, "Hey, give that back!" And you see a Kronk's missing an arm running behind.
Okay. Maybe he can do something.
That's action, bonus action, movement. That is the end of it.
Okay. The creature will turn and spit the arm on the floor and then turn straight back at you, Brozzig, and attempt to bite your head off.
No.
That's an 8 to
Don't do
hit.
it.
I need my head. That misses.
Oof.
That's all right then. And then the claw is coming at you too. That's a 23 to hit.
I mean, nothing I can do to avoid that.
You take 8 damage.
Alright,
And then Oleg, he is going to spit a quill at you.
Oh, you fuck.
Oh.
That is a 10 to hit you.
It's a miss.
Cool. Baxter.
All right.
Oh no, he's got to protect his boy Brozzig. He's just gonna give him a couple of pews.
Okay.
That is a 15 and a 20.
15 misses, 20 hits.
17 radiant damage.
Nice, big hit. Yep. Oleg. He can do bonus action if he really wants, but
No, he said I don't need to do anything
Good.
else.
Oleg is going to take another bark at him.
mm-hmm. And again, when you see the lightning, miss. You see the lightning miss. Uh-huh.
You guys should
Did
join
you leave
Vulgo
this?
in the
Hey, did you
training
leave
room.
this water?
It just goes
Also standing-
clear.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
It was if lightning was to target you in the water. Like obviously
Okay.
firing it out your
Yeah.
hand is not going to cause a problem in the water.
Okay.
Because you're not touching
I
the
meant
water.
to block that out.
That's alright. It's fine.
Thought it missed and
but
fell
no,
into
no.
the pool.
No, it just
Kills
goes
his brother.
flying clear over his head. Any bonus action from you? Is Lenny gonna swing out? Are you gonna do some other shit?
Oh yeah, Lenny can do that, can't he?
He's your homunculus. He should be on your sheet.
Badass.
That's a homunculus I do have. Yeah. Man, how does it work? I use him as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's. I think. Is that right, Mikayla?
Yes. You can command him as a bonus action to attack. If you don't command him, he just uses like dodge automatically on his own.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll have Lenny fly out of my bag.
Have I given you a
Got a
Lenny
whack.
token? I think I did, right? No,
Lenny was
I
on the
forgot.
last map. He was on the last map.
Any
No,
invention here?
No, I
Ooh.
hadn't got around to making Lenny a thingy yet. I just.
I have this thing here.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
tiny invention.
that's your You can use it for now, but that's your. Oh, it's literally your tiny invention. Right.
Yeah.
You have a thing
It's
called Tiny
perfect.
Invention, which allows you to create a little thing that
right,
walks about.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But cool, it's fine. I'll make Lenny's
He'll be
thing. at
he'll
some
be
point.
Lenny for now. He'll be
Yeah.
Lenny for now. Lenny's just gonna try to hit him. I guess.
Cool. Oh, sorry.
It's 16.
There's Crocs.
Okay.
I forgot about Crocs. Yep, 16
There he
hits.
is. Go off, Lenny.
And then he takes a 1d10 of damage. 6 damage.
Whoa.
Did a
Itch.
1d10?
Isn't it?
I
I don't fucking
not in
think
my
so.
experience.
I think I gave you a d6 of lightning,
Oh, okay.
as
Here we
opposed to
go.
a d4, which in standard would be.
Here's a
Okay.
d6.
Plus your something. I don't know.
Let's go.
You have a stat block somewhere, don't
Yay.
you? Yeah.
I wasn't sure what to add. I added a homunculus, but this thing has like poison.
No, it's literally Lenny.
Oh.
He has his own character sheet.
Oh, cool.
No character sheet, stat block. You should just be able to, in extras, just type in Lenny and then miscellaneous.
Ah. I have him.
Oh, he's so cute.
Is that?
I'm putting him in my extras too.
Because why not?
So I want to see him.
Oh no, I'm about to ping his sheet. You can see his whole thing.
Cool.
Because he has some other stuff. He has reactions and stuff.
8 lightning damage.
Yeah, he can take a bite or a range strike.
Yeah, we're gonna give him a bite.
The bite prevents reactions. Oh well, yeah. So the bite prevents the creature from taking reactions. But it was 8 lightning damage. That's a pretty solid hit, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, you see this lightning course down the creature. It's halving its movement speed. Lightning damage. Does that conclude your turn, Oleg?
That does conclude Oleg.
Aisha. I'm afraid she must reload.
What? Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so it'll take one of her attacks. Does she get 2 shots?
Mm-hmm.
So her first shot will be a reload, and her second shot will be a shot. The reason she needs to reload, she has 6 bullets in the gun, but she took a turn in the round before we began our combat.
Yeah, she softened him up for us. Okay, then instead,
Just one reload and then 1 shot, yeah?
She'll reload, steady aim, and then shoot at this guy.
Nice.
So let's go. That is an 18.
18 hits.
Go off. Queen, 7 piercing damage.
Nice. Creature is resistant to piercing, as you know, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's
that conclude her turn?
Yeah.
Great.
She's warming up.
Lex.
Hi, Gina.
Yes. She's gonna go here, and then she is gonna fire off 2 kinetic blasts. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Which is 17.
That's force damage, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Creature's wounded.
And there is a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice.
And that is 16 force damage.
Okay.
She
Creature's
don't fuck
severely
around.
wounded. And Paisley, it's your turn.
All right. Let me see. Do I have to reload?
No, you got 6 in the clip.
Oh, perfect. Oh gosh. Well, she's feeling encouraged after that last hit. You know, so she'll scoot a little closer and take the shot. Actually, can I scoot over here, use a bonus action to hide, and then take the shot?
100%. You really don't want to roll below a 10, do you?
I don't want this thing to break again. It's so embarrassing. Okay, I don't know if it'll hit, but it wasn't below 10. It was a... Jesus. God. I need to make sure I'm using the +1. Okay, that is a 16.
16 is correct. That's what you need.
Yeah,
Do your thing.
I just barely squeaked by with an 11 on the dice. With advantage, so... Yeah. Oh, God. 5, I'll just throw in a Fury of the Small on top of that, so 7 total.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
And that's my turn.
Newton.
Who's Newton?
And
Rico.
Newton.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, let's let Newton get a kill and increase his
my God,
confidence.
I'm afraid to tell you that is not going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah, Newton literally has just fired a fire blast into the rock right in front of him. He's like, he's put his arm here and not really realized there was a rock just here and just
come
makes a
on,
loud
Newton.
bang. He surprised
Is this
himself.
Is this Newton?
Vulgo, you're up.
Yes, bonus action, move Hex to be around this one instead.
Yep.
And then I will Eldritch Blast.
Cool. Pew!
Okay, get the other kill.
That is
This one.
an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Cool. And that is 4 force, 2 fire.
Nice. Brozzig.
Brozzig's
Creature's severely wounded.
kill is what I meant.
Brozzig is going to take his big sharp stick and put it in this thing's eye.
Other eye, yes.
Well, this has.
Oh,
Yeah, this
no,
one
no.
does not have.
Yeah,
this
the
one doesn't have
previous
any
one
injuries.
got an eye shot, yes.
10.
So, 13 to hit, is it? Because you've got a
No,
creature
it's a-
next to you, so you flanking.
Oh, it's
plus two.
-1. Can I roll? Can I use one of my cards?
Yeah, of course you can.
Ooh, yeah.
But you
Right,
will get the
I thought-
+2 from the tiny invention, yeah?
That's fine.
Go
Sorry,
Go ahead,
this
give it a
wasn't enough.
d6. Alright.
I forgot the hex damage. That's 3 necrotic as well.
I actually just... Oh, okay, yeah, cool. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it. Plunge! Plunge, Brozzig! This creature has two...
plunged!
As a janitor, he is very much inspired by that one.
Yeah.
He will
Look at him
also
go.
go to twist the knife as well
Wow.
for a little extra 1d4 of damage.
I will not bother making the Constitution save because... Please describe his grisly demise. He had 2 hit points after that additional hex damage.
He takes, like I said, he takes his scaffold and he just stabs it, jumps up and just stabs it right in the eye and pins him to the ground. And as he does that, he picks up Kronks' metal arm and he says, "I think you dropped something," and tosses it to Kronks.
Is this your first time hitting an enemy as Brozzig?
This is I've only had 1 round of combat up until tonight. In the previous 2 fights, so yes.
Yes, you hit it. You killed it.
Brozzig is
It
in
dies.
stride.
That is good. Okay. And it's going to drop you some experience points, which is very nice, isn't it?
I picked those up too.
Yeah, we need those.
That's some maths to do. That is... Ugh, we're not doing that. That is 35. We'll do 35 experience points. Because we're not giving you 33. That would be ridiculously annoying. So 35 experience points. And Kronk sort of... you see him walk over and he thanks. He sort of sticks his arm like a damn thing keeps falling out. And then he reaches his hand and he literally plunges it into the Kulzok, into its back. And you see, like, he gets really shiny and pretty buff. And, like, there's this brief moment where his eyes sort of look a bit hungry and a bit excitable. And then he just comes out with his arm and he's just holding the creature's heart in his hand. He's like, damn, I love it when that happens. Yes.
That's why you keep losing your arm. You keep sticking it into random creatures, Kronk.
Shut it, you! This felt great. Don't ruin my fun. He's holding the heart and he's like, "We got 2. 2! Hey, this is what I owe you." And he reaches over to Baxter and chucks him a pouch. But Baxter will quickly divide it in half and give the other half to you guys for coming along. This is 6 little tiny blue gems. You can sell them for 100 credits each.
600 credits. Wow. That was crazy. Kronks, what was that? Were you eating that heart? Absorbing it?
No, I'm taking his life force and making it mine. It
Wow.
helps me keep going, you know.
It was kind of scary.
It also plays 2 songs at once.
It's pretty cool. It just has that effect.
I have no idea how that happened. But yeah, as you guys succeed in the fight, we are going to take a short break. We will be right back. Hello, and welcome back to the second half of Marked for Deletion. As the ATV sort of slows down as you travel a little way away, some of you sort of... there's a very awkward, sort of heavy silence in the ATV. Whenever anybody goes to speak, it's sort of like... It feels awkward, almost like it's wrong to talk, as you just see Lex is just sort of emanating misery. But when the ATV comes to a stop, it does so sort of in the shadow of a large rocky mountain. This mountain is sort of made of black rock, and you do see a thin rivulet of lava on the slopes of it to the right. And then just as you're coming around the corner, this looms into sight, a fabulous tower made of crystalline and obsidian. You come down a path between 2 mountains, and it stands about 140 foot tall. That's a 6 foot high doorway at the bottom, maybe 7 feet high doorway at the bottom. And yeah, you you see this sort of tower, and you slow to a halt, and Kronk sort of goes back and I think we'll lay out camp for the night before we have any more look at this thing. Gotta say, it's a little impressive. Almost.
Yeah.
Little phallic too. Yes.
I was thinking it.
That's a tower. They're all phallic. Towers are all phallic.
All right,
We'll set up right at the base of the shaft, Kronks. It is a great idea.
What does camp entail?
So he's got this sort of. It looks like he's just pulling a tarp out the back of the ATV and then sticking it on the floor. But you will quickly find out that it is not anything like that at all. He did mention this back at the collusion base. It's like each one of you has a small section in a lean-to. It's well roofed, it's temperate, it's warm, it looks waterproof. It's sort of 8 or 10 feet high. Each one of you has a space about 8 by 8 feet. It's pretty comfortable, and he will offer you all these sort of rolled up pieces of foam that you can use to then put your bedrolls on top of. Just sort of floor mats, if you like. And he will sort of go to a different section of the ATV and like fold it out, and there's like a little working kitchen. And Aisha will start cooking, getting some food ready for you guys, leaving you all to relax and do whatever you want, really.
Wow. What's she making?
Yeah, you're heading over, and there's a definite smell of fried food. She seems to be reheating something. Looks a little chicken-esque.
And French fries?
No.
Always chicken.
No, it's chicken and rice. It's fried chicken and rice.
Oh, well,
that's
healthier.
There's a sort of slightly ginger and soy sort of barbecue sauce. It's like Korean barbecue, because I really fancy a Korean barbecue right now.
Sounds so good right now.
Yeah, doesn't it just?
All right.
I think Brozzig has now taken off. Like, he's wearing like just the bottom half of his jumpsuit, and you can see that like his forearms are completely covered in like mud and poison and blood. His face is just covered still, but his bare top is just, white and hairy.
Kronk takes one look at you and gestures towards a pull-out shower from the side of the ATV.
Oh yeah, I'll get to it. I want to go over to Vulgo.
Mm-hmm.
What's Vulgo doing as we pull up here?
I think he's currently he's set up his bed and everything, and I think he's just sat on his bed, kind of cleaning off his lamp, waiting for food.
Brozzig will go and sit on the bunk next to Vulgo, regardless of the mess that he is currently covered in, and he's gonna slap him on the back, and he says, you did a great job out there today, Vulgo. I really think that, if you had taken Kronks up on his offer, you could have done him justice. That was awesome.
As you hit him, he kind of almost falls fully forward off the bed, off the makeshift bed, and then catches himself. Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of this power, and he kind of he puts the lamp down, he's kind of staring at his hands for a moment, and then I will cast minor illusion to mimic the sound of your primal scream. And then as the scream ends, I look to you and I say, "Are you becoming a barbarian?"
I was just kind of getting out some aggression, I think. Yeah, I have been living and working in dead-end job for many years, and it's nice to get back out there, My back hurts, but you guys keep me young out there.
Well, you did really good too. I think I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx it. Are we strong?
Yeah, you and I
No.
I think we carried that fight back there, my friend. We really did all the work.
Too.
Did you make that one explode with your sparkly magic? It was quite impressive.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't really control it. I couldn't do it on command. Um, but it was kind of like it felt like, and as he's like explaining it, it's probably the first time apart from talking about novels that you see him kind of like get a bit giddy talking about something. Um, it was kind of like hearing a symphony, but magical. Like everything just fell perfectly into place, and then it exploded. And then I look at you like up and down with like the guts and blood and everything that's now dripping on my bed.
100%. Your bed is covered in
Sorry about
blood.
that, by the way.
Oh no, it was fine. It was awesome. Hey, Del! I want to yell over to Del, whatever she is. Del, did you shoot that one through the
What?
eye? Did you shoot that? Did you shoot that Quillzock right through the eyeball?
Yeah, that was cool, right?
That was fucking
I'm
awesome.
seeing, and when you say that, Dell is looking to see if Kronk's noticed. Did he care? Did he look impressed?
No.
Oleg, were you there? Were you in the
Brooks is
fight?
currently with Baxter looking over something on the back of the ATV.
Oh wow, I did want to talk to them, but carry on.
Yeah, I slapped you in the ass. Don't you remember?
I felt it. I didn't know it was you. I thought maybe it was Lex getting handsy. I did not know. I felt really pumped up
Oh,
afterwards.
that was my
you?
magic. You didn't feel my magic.
I felt it. I didn't know it was your magic, my friend.
I
I
didn't
think you'd
look like
feel
magic.
it if Lex got handsy. She seems like she's a strong.
I don't think I
grip.
could recover. I already had one robot get handsy with me, and I got thrown across the room.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
that
glad it
looked
was you.
painful.
Yeah, but guys, we held our own that time. We have. It's only been a week since we fought those the half dozen rats, but yeah, we did pretty good today. Good job, team.
Yeah, we should give those rats the business if they try to mess with us again.
Should we go back and try to kill rats? Should we? Should
I
we
feel
go?
like we should.
Bit about
I
At
don't
least
think-
get vengeance for you.
Yeah, we'll talk about it
should-
when we get back to city.
As you
Let's
say
go
that,
eat.
Aisha comes and puts a bowl in your hand and is sort of life goals there. She says that she hands a bowl of
Shoot at
chicken and
some
rice to
rats.
each of you.
Nice.
No, you guys did well. It was good.
Thank you, Aisha.
I'll take the bowl and I'll just look to everyone. If you'll excuse me, and that like red smoke will like envelop Vulgo, and then him and the smoke will go inside the GD lamp.
Right.
Paisley. Aisha will indicate that she'd like to chat with you after food.
Oh.
A little way off, and she'll sort of gesture towards a little
Copy.
outcropping of rocks.
All right. Did Yeah, I mean, I will just dig into my food.
It's good.
Jesus.
It's nice. It's not
It's been
Jesus,
a long
but it is
day.
good.
No. Ginger just knocked something over. Yeah, I'll go see what's on her mind.
Yeah, as you
Let's
finish
see,
eating, you have an
Aisha.
over. Nothing at all. She sat on a rock and she says, "Hey,
Yep.
your gun. The first time you fired it seized
That
up
was-
something, right?
Well,
Got a bit of a rust bucket there, have you?
I thought you were gonna talk about when I shot that thing's eye out.
It was
But yeah,
great.
the
No, you did really
my
well,
first
but,
shot was bad.
I was just thinking,
we can
like,
call it bad.
Yeah, do you have one of these?" And she pulls out this beautiful, like, leather briefcase. And she opens it up, and it's got, like, oils and cloths and tiny little screwdrivers and little sort of grout cleaning things. This is a
No.
Jason gun care kit? You don't have
Yeah,
one?
is this something I need? I honestly.
We'll get you one, but for now, do you want to hand over that piece? I'll see if I can clean it up a little bit. Get a little oiled up for you. Would that help?
I'll hand it over and I'll watch what she does with it.
Yeah, so all she's going to do is sort of clean out the grout. She pulls out like the revolver gear. She starts cleaning that out with the cloth and oiling it up. From now onwards, your rust bucket will only misfire below a 12.
Oh,
Going up
we're
in the
getting
world.
Better.
No, the other way
Good.
around, below an 8. Sorry,
Below
that would
8.
be a nerf, yes. That would be a rather harsh nerf.
Yeah,
yeah.
I would have
Put more rust in it.
So before it was below
She's
a 10, now it's
sabotaging
below an 8.
Okay, wow.
So it oils it up, and you know, if you're really hoping to make this your thing, shooting and fighting, I've been at it a while. I could teach you some things if you want at some point.
Yeah, I saw how you You handled yourself way better. I was trying to kind of copy you a little
Well,
bit.
there's a couple of maneuvers you can use, and she'll teach you. She can teach you 2 different subclasses, depending on whether you want to go rifle or pistols. She has arcane, archer, and gunslinger available.
Wow.
So if you do want
Write
to
this
learn
down.
either of those, she's able to teach you both of those. It's her knowledge of like gun care and gun adaptation will help you learn arcane archer, or she can show you just simply how to use a couple of maneuvers and be a bit slick with your guns, teach you gunslinger.
Yeah, I will definitely come to you for some tips.
If all you want to do is get good at the shooting and not really care too much about the guns, then Dylan's your man. But when it comes to understanding the piece, well, that's me. She smiles at you. You did good out there, kid. Real good.
Paisley is blushing bright green.
You like the chicken?
It was awesome, actually. Yeah.
It was one of my mum's. And you'll remember that obviously yesterday was her mum's, the anniversary of her mum's death. So.
Nice. You gotta keep her recipes alive.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. This is great.
Hey,
You and your huh?
I'm glad you came to the conclusion.
Aw. Thanks. It's it has definitely been great hanging out with you all.
Apart from any dying stuff, it's pretty cool.
It's I didn't want to think about that too much, but yeah. So you are like, you and your brother, you're good and everything?
I don't think he's good. But I'm getting by.
Everyone copes differently, you know?
Got different troubles, you know? At least my
That's
dad's
true,
around.
too.
He's alright. He's losing his.
Yeah. Wish I knew some way to help.
Me too, eh? Maybe we'll find some cool magic in this tower.
So true.
Or maybe
Like, look up at the tower.
Fucked up.
Oh, God. Let's keep an eye on him.
Yeah, as this conversation's going on, what are the rest of you? Well, you're eating a meal in a lamp. Which,
Yeah, I like to read when I eat, so.
Oleg and Brozzig, what are you up to?
Well, Oleg, I think, will have not really been eating much because coming into his newfound talent as an artificer, I think that he'd be tinkering with his glove, his what are we calling it? The power glove? Is that a word?
Power glove, I believe.
Yeah, his power glove. And he'll look over to Brozzig and be like, Brozzig, come, bring your stick.
All right, time to practice.
No, just let me have a look.
Okay. I hand you my piece of scaffolding.
Yeah, and I'll sort of like look at it and be like inspecting it, and this is just a piece of scaffolding, right?
Yeah, it's just a big piece of metal. You hit things with it. It's not complicated. Not like your magic. It's very simple.
But this could be a fine weapon, Brozzig.
I don't think so. I don't believe you. What do you mean?
Leave this with me. And I'll sort of start like using the magic of the power glove to sort of like rotate this scaffolding like really fast, as if it's on sort of like a
lathe.
Like a lathe, right?
Yeah.
And I'll sort of just like using whatever magics and tools and the help of Lenny, sort of just like craft this thing into just like a perfectly balanced, smooth,
charging it with a little bit of energy as well. Yeah.
Battle staff, we'll say, a la Gambit from the X-Men.
Yeah, like a +1.
I'm changing
like
the name
plus,
of it. I'm changing
like
the
a
name
plus
of it right
one. Yeah, like a +1 battle staff maybe.
Nice.
And I'll sort of maybe put some like knurling where like I've noticed that he likes to hold it in the extra.
Yeah, give me some grips. Give me some grips.
Yeah,
on it.
exactly.
Nice. Maybe you'll hit something.
I just noticed, you were a little less sure of yourself when you were holding your
No,
favorite
I
stick.
feel just much better like punching things in the face sometimes. It's a little.
I understand.
I need to get some gloves. It hurts my hands a little bit. I think I have arthritis.
Baxter sort of looks at it briefly and then looks down at his like complex rifle and at your scaffolding and is sort of each to their own. Crunks and I did some looking. There's some weird readings coming off that tower. We're gonna share the watch tonight. Me and Crunks. I don't think he sleeps. So, you guys will get the rest you need. But tomorrow you be ready for could be a tough one. We're gonna come in with you. Not Crunks. He's staying out here, but the rest of us.
Sure.
Coming with you. See what we can find. Right, little man? And he sort of looks over to
I was gonna look for Newton actually and say
Newton sort of is eating his bowl. Eating his bowl. Fuck
wow.
What's he doing
calm
that
down.
for? Jesus.
Just get food.
He's eating, but he's holding his bowl up and he's like staring at the tower. And you can see like he's kind of transfixed, and at one moment the food just doesn't reach his mouth and he just pours it back into the dish.
Oh boy.
Just sort of staring at it transfixed. He's like, yeah.
Hey.
I think that thing's got an energy field on it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I thought that too.
Like,
what are you hoping to find in here?
Spellbook would be good. Maybe some old magic, some old spells. If I was a spell field, maybe we still
books.
Oh, some wizards do. People forget about how powerful old magic is. I want to learn about it. Do you think if it's got a force spell field around it, then maybe I don't know, things might work differently.
Oh gosh.
I sort of think. What did you do if your gun didn't work? He looks to Baxter. Baxter's like, I'd hit them with it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Duh.
Right. Oh.
And I always got old reliable. I'll like pat my slingshot.
Yeah, it's just it kind of looks like an anti-magic field, those runes,
Oh, good. No problem for me then.
Well, I don't think not that I'm much use anyway, but I don't think I'd be much use in an anti-magic field.
No,
I don't want to hit
on.
people.
James, where is this conversation taking place?
On this rock.
You're in the lamp. Can you hear from in there? I hope you can.
Well, that's what I was.
Yes. You can hear
Yeah.
everything, but
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I wanted to know if I was close enough to hear.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, then I immediately pop out and run over. What do you mean anti-magic?
So,
Just sprinted over.
I think that I could be wrong, but I think that orb up there, he sort of gestures, and there's like sort of halfway up, there's almost all the way up. There's this sort of orb that is slowly turning and facing different directions, and there seems to be like a little cone of light coming out of it. And each time I think if you stood in that, then magic wouldn't work, no spells. Maybe some electrolysis would fail too. I don't really know. It's interesting, no?
No, I wouldn't say that's interesting. I'd say that that's really worrisome, actually.
Why?
If I don't have magic, I don't have a way of protecting myself.
That's okay, we've got Kronks. Kronks, what happens to you in an anti-magic field? Do you stop working? I was like, oh yeah, I can't go in an anti-magic field at all. You'd have to pick me up piece by piece.
See?
Huh.
Yeah, that could be a bit more worrying, right? Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Newton, who previously had been really nervous, is so fascinated by this tower and so eager to explore it, he's kind of dismissing every element of danger.
Yeah, this seems like it'll go great. I look at Vulgo.
Don't look at me like that.
Do you still have that garbage you were throwing around?
The rocks?
No, I don't walk around holding garbage.
Oh, well, you were really effective with it before you had magic, Do
You
need
were really
maybe...
good.
Lex
You were really
just
good with it.
Lex just literally gets up and walks straight over to the cone of light.
Walks over to the what?
Cone of light coming from the orb.
Oh.
She stands in it. Couple of seconds, and she walks straight back. It's not anti-magic. She sits down, goes silent.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
there you go.
Thank God.
I wonder what it is then.
What is it then, Lex?
What?
Could you tell what it was? That beam of light?
Oh yeah.
What was it?
It's a high-level detection ray magic. It sees through invisibility, true sight, etc. Probably revert you if you would change shape.
Oh, that's
it's like
fine.
a
We
mixture of
none
a
of us can
moonbeam
do
and
that stuff.
see invisibility.
Oh.
There's probably a lot of traps in there, though. That's okay. I'll go first.
You're not invulnerable.
No, I know. She goes back to staring at the floor.
Oh no. Yeah, I fear this may have been a bad idea.
Don't worry, Vulgo. The last place was like very dangerous, right? And we
Crump sort
handled
of
it.
looks over and there's no writings about what's inside, which either means that no one's been inside or everybody that has died.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No.
Unspoiled treasures.
He just says no. Yeah, just saying facts. That's okay. If you all die, I will.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? I probably won't come in and get your bodies.
No, you won't. You'll drive away.
You're right.
I'm gonna angrily storm off to my bed and angrily wrap myself in a blanket and angrily pretend I'm going to sleep.
Kronk just sort of looks around. Do you think I upset him?
No.
You know, it's just coming down. The adrenaline is coming down from the fight.
He's
couple
just
hours
cranky. He's tired.
He's a sensitive boy.
Why get cranky when you can get cronky, right?
That's right,
Wow.
Franz. That's
I'm
right.
always saying
Is
that.
that where our ending session?
Then with that, he's just going to take 2 ribs out and start juggling them. And then
Oh,
sticks them
boy.
back in. He's just like, God, I like being me. And he goes and sits on the top of the ADV and was like, all right, get some sleep, kids.
All right.
With that, you can take your long rest, which you should have done already. And we
Yay.
shall progress. Now, I'm a little nervous about this, because I'm not sure what you're going to be able to see.
Oh.
But we are going to try and put you all here. Oh, hold on.
I will close my eyes in real life.
Okay.
You let me know when
Here
I
you
can
go.
open them.
Here. You can put all your tokens here, please. On top of Vulgo. Okay, what can you see? Can you see like?
I can see like a path.
Yeah, we got walls.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
you're good.
technically, I just need you guys to suspend your belief a little bit and accept that there is nothing in that direction. Okay.
Okay.
In which direction?
The direction of the arrow. That direction.
Northeast.
Yeah. So there is only the tower in front of you. The reason being, I've got all 3 floors on one map.
Oh, these are rooms. These are the
Nice.
floors.
Yeah.
This is wizard tower stuff.
This
fine.
is the.
Actually, can you read the words "the Wizard's Tower" up there?
No. I can't
No,
see
okay.
nothing.
You can't see nothing.
No, as in like, can't see anything in the tower.
You can't see the words "the Wizard's Tower" up to your
Like
northwest.
this is the tower in
Nope.
front of us. Yeah.
What do you see up here?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just
Nothing.
grey.
Gray.
Just
A gray
just
texture.
the ground.
We're good. We're right in front of the door. We're gonna go into the tower. We don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We don't need a name.
No, I'm looking for that. There we go.
Ah.
Ground
There.
floor.
Nice.
Oh.
That's what I was
Wow.
looking for. Okay, fantastic. Because if you can't see the thing that says "the Wizard's Tower," you can't. Please, can you remove your silly lines?
I don't know how to do silly lines. There. How do I remove my original line?
Select it and delete it.
I'm sure it doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. Before you stands a portal. Large silver doorway. You can put your additionals on if you want, but right now they're not too relevant.
Sorry.
It's like two silver pieces of metal conjoined in an arched doorway. Yeah, that's it. What's that?
So the archway
back-
is open. Is there a
Nope.
door? Is there?
There's an arch with two silver doors connecting at the center.
I got you.
Silver metal doors.
Is
Well,
Newton, Aisha, everybody here with us too?
Yeah, you can add them to the map if you want. Right now, it doesn't really matter.
Well, we came, we saw, we conquered. I think it's time to go home.
What do you mean?
Vulgo, you just faced down two giant Kulzoks, and now you're afraid of two small doors.
Let's open them.
This is totally different. I
It's
had
locked.
no chance. I had no opportunity of running away from that. I have ample opportunity to run away from this.
It'll be fine. See, watch. And Brozzig tries to open the door on the left.
Okay. How do you do so? Do you just sort of put your hand to it and push?
Yeah, I assume there's no handle to pull, so
There is no handle at all.
Yeah,
As
sorry,
you put your hand on it, it's ice cold to the touch. You push a little harder. Nothing happens. But as your hand sort of slides a little bit off, you do note the door sort of part ever so slightly in the middle, as if it's a door that slides out. Open.
Oh, I see. I see what to do here, and I'll grab the two sides and just.
Oh,
You can't get your fingers in the gap. You only manage to get them by sliding them slightly. And as you try and pull, your fingers just sort of move off it. It's really, really, really tight. Tightly closed, like perfectly made.
goodness. Well,
Well, I don't think we'll be able to force these open. There must be some other way.
maybe shoot
Newton
it.
not with us.
Fire.
Yeah, okay. We can put these, if this helps you guys, we can put them all here. I just didn't think we needed to move them around. Like, this didn't seem very necessary. They're all stood here.
Can we get Newton to blast the door with a firebolt and see what happens?
So let's do why do you want to do that?
I'm stepping back.
The door is so cold. Perhaps if we heat it up.
Right. No, I don't think it's that. It's definitely magical in some way. If we could just find out what word you need to speak to open it. And as he says that, as he says the word open, they just open.
Wow. And there you have it.
Cool.
It's just that easy. Good job.
Oh
Yeah.
no, there's another door. Brozzig yells, "Open!"
This one not so much. As you say open at it, it just you just hear a voice sort of echo out in the whole chamber. Entry denied.
Please.
Entry denied. But
This is
these doors
a-
are sort of two old oaken doors. And these could be pushed, shoved, broken, kicked, burnt. All of the above that you might wish.
Try to open them.
Kick it.
You're just gonna kick
After watching Lex yesterday do some
Okay.
good door kicks.
Yeah, give me an
Brozzig is
athletics check.
inspired.
This is a big, heavy oaken pair of doors. Yeah, you just give it a sort of nonchalant kick.
Nothing nonchalant about it. It's very chalant.
Yeah, what did you get?
I don't know.
Oh.
A 6.
A 6. It's just nonchalant as well. You sort of kick it. And the door just sort of moves, like quivers ever so slightly. And that's
Well,
it.
I'm out of ideas. Brozzig turns around to leave.
All right.
We'll never get the
door. Does the door have handles?
Yeah, two beautiful, not handles, no. Two beautiful brass knockers. One on
Ooh,
each
let's knock.
door.
I'll
Yeah, they're very elegant. Okay, you sort of get it and tuk, tuk, tuk. And the question of the day is sorry, bear with me a second. I've forgotten to open this page. It will speak to you in a language you don't originally understand. And after it's sort of, it's a strange utterance. Anybody who wants to can give me a history check.
I got a 10.
I
21.
have no idea. I got a 1. Brozzig's out. He's just out.
Sorry, what did you get, Oleg?
16. And I think Paisley got a 21.
I got a 21.
Let's go.
That's not surprising, actually. Paisley, you recognizing this isn't particularly unexpected. That is definitely an sort of common dark elf language.
Oh. Dark elf. Newton, do you know anything about dark elf? Their language? Mm-hmm.
Oh
Newton?
no, Newton's paralyzed.
Oh,
Are you
sorry.
there, buddy?
For some reason, I was expecting Rico to answer, and then I suddenly
He's
realized...
still
Oh,
staring
that's how
at
that
the
works.
top of the.
I'll battle with him, but I don't know what he knows.
No,
Waiting
no.
for Newton to answer.
Newton thinks for a second, and I don't, but I have a translation device.
Oh. Do that, we
Just
don't.
sort of holds it
Let me
up.
step back.
Yeah, you hear it sort of utter this phrase again, and he's sort of... It seems to be some kind of mystery, like riddle or something.
Ooh,
Oh.
what does it say?
I am invisible to the untrained eye, but even the most foolish can see me when I show my face. I have no weapons, but my presence foretells gruesome death. That doesn't sound nice, does it? I would attack you day and night ceaselessly. Maybe we should leave. I would attack you day and night ceaselessly, but once I'm defeated, I can never again trouble you.
What?
And then he sort of takes a moment and he will write this down for you, because he's nice like that. And he pasted the answer. Get on there. Just include that in the question. Newton sort of looks at you, and I don't know if I want to be attacked endlessly. Anybody got any ideas?
Newton, this was your idea to come. We're
Yeah,
here to
Newton.
support you in your
Don't
dreams
be a
here.
wiener.
I'm not the player. Yeah, he will probably find the answer to this riddle eventually, but if any of you want to give it an attempt while he is trying to work it out, you may gladly do so.
Oh yeah. I'm putting on my thinking cap.
Mm-hmm. What colour is it?
Yellow.
Okay, knitted.
No!
No, not a yellow knitted. So in our
Anything
Saturday
but that.
campaign, the what are they called? The sovereignty, the aboleths. The aboleths control people by putting little yellow knitted hats on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sign that
Sus.
you've been abolethed. Cover the
Okay.
hole in the top of their head above their brain. Invisible to the untrained eye, but even the most foolish can see me when I show my face. So wield no weapons, but my presence foretells gruesome death. I can damn it ceaselessly, but once I'm defeated, I can never again trouble you. Got no Jamal to Google it.
I think I have it.
Oh,
I'm gonna be so mad when I find out.
I think I have it. I will walk up to the door.
you don't speak
we'll
Drow.
see.
Walk up to Newton instead.
Fine. Walk up to Newton. I will say, the answer's disease.
Wow.
Disease. It is invisible, yeah. But yes, it does make it quite obvious when you have a disease. No weapons, yeah, that's right. But if you have a disease, it could be a gruesome death. Okay, yeah, that's true. Doesn't go away night or day. Once defeated, doesn't come back. That checks out, right? Baxter sort of looks over and,
Some diseases.
sure, Bex doesn't like diseases.
No one likes diseases, Baxter.
Yeah, but she says they're like the biggest problem because they're always outsmarting you. Go on then, Newton, do the thing. Newton goes up and says disease in Drow, and the door sort of says something back, and he looks around at you. I think that door just complimented me. And I'll ask you to please step inside the lobby.
Nice.
job, Vulgo. Vulgo Fink. I'm not trying to go first.
Sorry, I'm looking for something specific.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have
A
good vision
star.
in here.
trying not to show too much of this to stream. So.
Brozzig, being afraid of disease now, is like holding his breath as he goes in.
So true.
Okay, once you all step in here, there is a strange light emanating around the room. Sort of a slightly dark orange almost, just sort of bouncing around the walls. There's some desks across the sides. And yeah, we'll bring in these guys as well, and they can come in sort of here somewhere. Who are we missing? Aisha's chilling in there. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Let's rummage through the desks.
So this semicircular room is sort of lined with shelves displaying bones and jars and the pickled remains of various different creatures, and rows and rows and rows of books, which Newton is very excited about. And he sort of starts going over them, going through them and discarding one here and there, and he's like, I found a scroll! As he takes a particular book out, the floor begins to rotate to the very center, very slowly.
Oh.
And coming up out of the ground is this beauty.
Oh!
It is a statue, fear not, of an obsidian spider, with sort of red paint on its back, and it sort of very slowly, as it moves up to the top, just sits there, stares right at you. The books here mostly seem to be on monstrous creatures and arcane lore. They are all worth something, but you can find a few other oddities if you want to give anybody who is particularly want to take a look. And is anybody fishing stuff off the shelves?
I'm rummaging.
Yeah,
looking for valuables.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking for something
I'll take an
that could be used
investigation
as a
check from
weapon,
each of you, please.
specifically.
Did you say investigation?
An investigation check from each of you.
15 for Del.
How do I do this?
14 for me.
7.
Okay.
25.
25.
Show off.
All right,
Yeah.
Rico, go ahead and deal your card. Before you do, roll me a d12, please.
Treasure.
A D12.
Paisley, you find what looks like a
One.
long eye stalk with a single eye on it that swivels. It is made of silver and gold. And you know that this could potentially be set up as an alarm spell, should you wish. What did you get, Josh?
I got a 14.
14? Yeah, you find 3 scrolls curled up in a scroll case. The first one is a scroll of Cure Wounds, level 2. Do you want to take note of these, or...?
I'll add them to the inventory.
Great, okay, cool. Josh, you can just type in scroll level 2.
That's what I was going to do, and then just rename them.
Cool. There is a scroll of Bane, B-A-N-E, Bane. And the third one is a scroll of Evard's Black Tentacles.
Yuck.
And there is also a strange, curled, gnarled black rod, Brozzig, that you find. It is an expended animated dead wand. So it had 7 charges once, but it has 0 now. You did get a 7, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay, cool. What did you
You
roll,
can smack
Oleg,
someone
on your
with that.
d12?
It's a 1.
Okay, cool. Do you want to deal out your treasure card?
I just,
Where the fuck did you deal
Oh.
it? Over there.
It's in the void.
sorry.
You get 3 gold buttons, each worth 3 gold and a silver piece each.
Wow.
Ooh.
But as you're all doing that, Aisha sort of turns around and with a large ornate box in her hand and sort of hands it out to Del. And what do you think this is?
What is it? I'll look it over.
I came with this book, and she just hands you this huge tome that Paisley is actually really, it's heavy for you to hold.
What do you want me to do with this?
I don't know, it looks cool.
Yeah, I'm looking it over.
And it is The Art of Battle Tattoos.
Whoa.
This box is full of various different magical inks. If one was to
Wow.
tattoo these on their body, they might have a certain effect. And there is 2 levels of this. So the book talks in the intro, as you flick through it, about being able to use one time a tattoo that lasts once. So you could tattoo it on in the morning, and by the end of the day it will fade, but if activated during the day, it can have an ability. These single-use tattoos could be painted on once each day, and there are 3 or 4 different options for them, which you'll have to study the book and go into detail for, but they do things such as a single battle maneuver, or the ability to use shield once in a day, or stuff like that. But the other option is to draw these all over your body, and to become one with the tattoos, and this would allow you to become a rune knight.
Whoa.
Oh. Interesting.
Very cool. Does anyone here have any ink? Looking around. Who has
It's literally a box of inks. Baxter has tattoos. Baxter has hundreds of tattoos, arms on his head, etc. And he's like, no, I go to one guy. I don't want to do it myself. He's well good. No, I'm good.
Yeah, no, you gotta stay loyal.
You'd look good with ink. He looks at Brozzig. Or, I don't know, Paisley, you'd might blemish your skin a little bit. How does ink take on goblin skin? Do you know? Lots of the mole people have tattoos, and they look great.
Yeah. Paisley has a couple tattoos. I just decided.
Oh yeah,
they are. Yeah, she has a few on her arm. Maybe like a little, like a little fish or something.
Yeah, I think Brozzig definitely has a couple of black iron gang.
Ooh,
I like
gang
that.
tattoos.
Well hidden up here. But you can take these either way. They'll have minor effects if you use them daily, but if you did want to go Rune Knight, one person could potentially use. Technically, you could both use these if you both wanted to go Rune Knight. I don't know why you do that, but you could. Yeah, and
this
then
is cool.
Going back to this, there is a pillar of stone at the center of the room, sort of here. And at the center is this door-shaped sheen of glowing energy at its center. Either side of this, so to the left and right, are 2 mundane doors.
Open.
And that's how we'll start. As you put your hand on the door handle, the obsidian statue comes to life.
Uh-oh.
Moving skittishly, its 8 eyes light up with bright red, and Brozzig, it turns towards you.
Ruh-roh.
Cool. And that is where we will end.
Close.
So I knew there would be a moment where we either got to the initiative early enough to do it, or and run over, or late enough that we would just stop a little early. As we'll move to the timeless tradition of MVPs. And I shall start with... Who did the recap today? It was Mikayla. You did very well. I remember now. So I will go to whoever is next in line, which will be Rico, your MVP.
I like sort of the revelation of Lex's origins. Like a nice dark moment.
Rico, you keep... Your mic is like... fluctuating.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright, just stay nice and still. Sorry, you said you liked Lex's origins, was it?
Yeah, I like the origin story and sort of like such of darkness. It's a nice change of case, I think.
Kind of peeved me because last week's title was called Origins, but we didn't get it done in time.
I know.
Classic format.
You can't call the shot with the title at all.
I'm pretty good usually, but that one caught me by surprise. Now this one was called Archives, and obviously you delved through the archives, so yeah, we're okay. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Pat.
I enjoyed Josh's description of his magic and him just blowing up that first Quilzock. That was fun.
A nasty crit. Because Paisley crit, but the creature was resistant to piercing damage. So it made it, although it was quite nice that you crit with the gun that previously didn't work. I have to say that the Hex crit was slightly meaner and nastier just because the damage all went through, right? Which is pretty funky. Josh?
I have 2. One is Del finding the body of one of the robots that had killed themselves. How sad. Yeah. But my other one is like we've had a couple of fights before and they've not really gone very well. And then the second we get one, we're all like, guys, this is it. We're heroes. Nothing can kill us now. What is this?
See how the obsidian spider deals with you.
Yeah, I liked that whole conversation with everyone. That was fun.
Oh, just while I remember, you got 5 XP for getting through the riddle door without using Newton's help.
Yay!
So that was the
good job.
Good job, Josh. Yes. And yeah, I suppose actually it was good job, Josh. Let's give you a D4 for that as well, because well done. Mikayla, your MVP.
Yeah, I also really liked the conversation with just everyone during our camp, just kind of shooting the shit a bit with the characters. But I also liked Brozzig just starting to yell as.
Second scream.
Second win.
After
Primal
his
scream.
big stretch, yeah. I really like that he does a primal yell now.
Yeah, I
That's
really
canon
enjoyed. I really enjoyed the whole conversation around the camp, but I particularly enjoyed Aisha and your moment, Paisley. I don't know, like there feels like a very natural connection there, and I'm not really sure why. It just sort of, I don't know. As when I'm role-playing Aisha, I feel like I gravitate towards Paisley.
We're homies.
Yeah, but it's come about quite organically, I think, and I like that. I like the little sort of the different reactions to different subclasses. So I think very early on in the episode, Brozzig was offered a psi crystal. I can't remember exactly what you said. It was something like, we might be able to sell this scrap or something. It was like I got so excited.
This is a paperweight.
That's what you call it. You called my entire offer of a subclass a paperweight. Whereas when I mentioned Aisha was offering a couple of subclasses, you were like, I'm just going to write those down. I like that. And it was really nice seeing Rico's sort of half fascination with the Arcana Mechanist. Like, I like the idea as Oleg, but I don't want to do it as Rico. It was a really nice little combo. Or maybe you do, I don't know.
But I do want to sort of speak to Lex about the fact that this what was his name?
Josoko, yeah.
Josoko guy might know the scientist or the man in the chair.
That was the
Yeah,
thought,
that
yeah.
was like my thinking, like, would she be okay with us using this technology that was in the lab? That was, yeah.
So that might be opening up some interesting conversation.
But yeah, I think there were a lot of different lines. There's a lot of subclasses offered today. Things going on. Obviously, Baxter is offering in the Monster Hunter Ranger. So I think you've got about 4 or 5 different things on the table. I'm really hoping that one of you ends up as a fighter, given your current situation. But yes, I think you guys did great. It was just great to be back, really. But yeah, good job, guys. But that is where we're going to end. So if you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye.
We shall see you soon.